Whoever seen those creepy, bird-like figures from history books and wondered what their deal was? In the 17th century, doctors looked like something straight out of a nightmare. Black leather coats, wide-brimmed hats, and those haunting bird-shaped masks. But believe it or not, this bizarre outfit wasn't about fashion. It was a desperate attempt at survival. Let's rewind to the 14th century, when the Black Death swept across Europe. It was a catastrophe on an unimaginable scale, wiping out over 25 million people, nearly a third of the continent's entire population. Back then, medical science was, well, not very scientific. The prevailing theory was that disease spread through miasma, basically toxic, smelly air filled with invisible poisons from decaying matter. Doctors believed that if they could just purify the air they breathed, they could avoid the plague. Fast forward to 1619. A French physician named Charles Delorme, who actually served royalty like Louis XIII, had an idea. He designed a full-body protective suit. It featured a long coat made of waxed leather, gloves, boots, and of course, that iconic mask shaped like a bird's head. So, what was with the long beak? It was essentially a primitive respirator. Delorme and other doctors would stuff the beak with a potent mix of aromatic herbs, spices, and vinegar-soaked sponges. Things like lavender, camphor, and rosemary were packed in there, all believed to have the power to filter out the deadly miasma, and that long wooden cane they all carried. It wasn't just for walking. It was a multi-purpose tool. They used it to examine patients from a safe distance, to lift bedsheets and clothing without touching them, and sometimes, even to keep desperate, panicked crowds at bay. Now, here is a surprising fact. Many of these so-called plague doctors were actually highly trained physicians. A lot of them were volunteers or second-rate doctors hired by towns specifically to deal with the plague. Their job was grim. Treat the sick, yes, but also to count the dead. Their terrifying appearance quickly became a symbol of death itself. When a plague doctor was seen walking down your street, it was a chilling sign that the plague was at your door. But here's the craziest part. While the whole miasma theory was completely wrong, the outfit actually worked, just not for the reasons they thought. The thick, waxed leather coat and gloves did a surprisingly good job of preventing bites from fleas, which we now know were the real carriers of the plague bacteria. So, the bird mask, designed to fight invisible bad air, accidentally provided some protection from airborne droplets, while the suit shielded them from the true culprits. It's a fascinating irony of history. A costume born from a total misunderstanding of the disease ended up saving lives. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this story as interesting as I did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the strange corners of history. See you in the next one.